country belongs to the ring of fire around the Pacific Ocean. As expected, some volcanoes will erupt. There will be a vibration of the ground. It may be a non-destructive thing or massive that is deadly and causes damage to infrastructure and agriculture. The Philippines is not exempted from such disasters, as this country is in Southeast Asia in the Western Pacific Ocean. Throughout history, the Philippines has experienced frequent seismic and volcanic activity. The deadliest recorded earthquake in the country struck on August 17, 1976 in Morogoro near the Cotabato Trench with a magnitude of 7.9. It was devastating that many people lost their lives and their livelihoods were affected. Up to the present, there are still movements of the earth. When disaster strikes, everyone is vulnerable. It is imperative to note that we should start by recalibrating our mindsets in effectively responding and recovering from disaster. With preparedness and resiliency, schools join in the national simultaneous earthquake drill that is done quarterly in March, June, September, and November on Thursday of the second week as provided for in the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council. To further raise awareness regarding the earthquake drill, here is DepEd Order number 48 series of 2012 to tell us more on how to conduct an earthquake drill in school. Stage 1. Planning. Form a school disaster management committee. Overall coordinator, first aid team, fire safety team, communication team, building safety inspection team, evacuation team, and site security team. Prepare earthquake survival kit that includes first aid kit, food, bottled water, flashlights and extra batteries, radio, lighters and matches, whistle, knife, blankets and spare clothes, rope, toiletries, pen and paper, emergency contact numbers, and cash. The School Disaster Management Committee should conduct a school watching exercise to observe safe and unsafe zones, suggest corrections or improvements, evaluate the structural integrity of the buildings, and assess if the school location is tsunami prone. Stage 2. Developing the earthquake evacuation plan. Use all available open spaces nearest to the building. Determine if there is sufficient open space for all. Make sure that evacuation route will not expose the learners to additional hazards. Stage 3. Orientation prior to the conduct of an earthquake drill. Conduct of lectures about earthquake. Conduct classroom hazard observation activity. Introduce evacuation plan. Introduce assigned evacuation area. Post the school evacuation map in every classroom and bulletin board. Assign student in charge of making sure the door is open during shaking. Assign observers and evaluators who will give comments and suggestions. Inform the neighborhood about the drill. Check available alarm system. Assign class marshal. Take note of persons who may need support due to their special needs, and assign marshals to assist them during evacuation. Remember to keep calm and don't panic. Stage 4. Actual conduct of an earthquake drill. Phase 1. Alarm. During the drill, the 1-minute alarm indicates earthquake or shaking. Phase 2, response. While the alarm is ongoing, everyone should perform duck, cover, and hold. Take cover under a sturdy table and hold to your cover until the shaking stops. Hide under an armchair. Phase 3, evacuation. As soon as the shaking stops, immediately evacuate the school building and proceed to identified evacuation areas using the predetermined routes guided by the class marshal or teacher. Phase 4, assembly. At the designated evacuation area, students must be grouped together according to the class where they belong. Phase 5, head count. Teachers should check and make sure all students are accounted for. Phase 6, evaluation. The overall coordinator will announce the termination of drill or all clear. An evaluation of the drill must be conducted to identify problems encountered during the drill and how these can be improved in the future earthquake drills. Observers will give their comments and suggestions when all are gathered in the evacuation areas. This is Teacher Prince, your school DRRM coordinator.